everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mizuki Arts. Today we're doing the long-awaited Sketch With Me video that I've been promising for a while now. I made a community post probably almost a month ago at this point, where I was like, hey, what do you guys want to see in July? And you guys voted most for Sketch With Me's. So here it is, as promised. This Sketch With Me episode is a little bit different than my previous Sketch With Me's that usually involved me just doodling. These I intend to turn into full paintings. And actually 2 of the sketches have already become paintings, but let's just start with talking about what I'm drawing. I'll try to make that the bulk of the video. For this character, I wanted to give her kind of like an ancient Grecian or medieval looking hairstyle. You know the type, or maybe you don't. I don't really know. But I gave her like a ribbon headband looking thing, and I tried to make it look like it was holding some kind of updo, and I gave her long curly hair. Of course, she's a fairy because that's pretty much what I draw most of the time these days. And I decided she was going to be sitting among some like flowers and grass and all that. I played around with her face and ears quite a bit. I think you can see me kind of struggling back and forth here to get things to kind of look how I want them to. And of course I gave her like a nice long flowy dress, and I added lots of details in her hair, and I decided a signature element of the like pasted together final piece will be this lily of the valley with like some bugs on it and all that. There will be like butterflies and all that involved. I did give her some jewelry, and I added in some flowers as well because I really wanted her to be surrounded by natural elements, because up until recently, backgrounds really have not been a huge part of my artwork, but lately they've been pretty crucial to it, simply because I've changed up my technique to include collage. Here I ended up sketching in this derpy little frog. I actually posted him on my Instagram story and was kind of making fun of him, and people came running to his defense. So he did end up making it in the final illustration, and I surrounded our little girl here with some moths because we're gonna cut everything apart and put it all together. I added a snail too, because I really wanted this illustration to be packed with details. It's already posted on my Ko-fi page, so if you want to see the full piece, definitely go check it out. This second sketch ended up having a vision that changed quite a bit during the process. I at one point fully intended her to be in what looked like a sewing box. Like I wanted the background to have like scraps of fabric and things like that, but then I later decided she was just a fairy who had maybe gathered some sewing supplies around her, and I knew I wanted to involve mice because I've been painting a lot of mice lately and they're just a lot of fun. And it also gave me an opportunity to use some new inks later in the process, but you won't see that here. You'll have to check my Ko-fi or my Instagram or my YouTube Shorts page if you want to see the final illustration. And here I decided to add in a butterfly. This was going to be a huge part of the original vision for this illustration, the one where she's like in a sewing box. I thought it would be interesting if she had been in that sewing box her whole life and had just discovered like another creature with wings for the first time. Obviously that kind of changes when you take her out of that sewing box. Like maybe you start to think maybe she fell out of someone's like bag or whatever, and now she's back in the natural world and seeing other natural creatures for the first time. I don't know, but I think that original kind of narrative doesn't really show through in the final piece because I changed so much of it. I gave her like long curly hair, or wavy hair maybe is more accurate, and I gave her this big like multi-textured dress. I really wanted there to be like lots of different fabrics and scraps on it, a couple different styles of lace. I wanted there to be like embroidery details on her little bodice there. I just knew since I was going to involve so much of like seamstress type stuff, like fabrics, and later you'll see like spools of thread and pins and sewing needles and all that. I knew I wanted that to shine through in her outfit as well, so I did try to give as many like textural elements as I could on her outfit. I wish I had added some like patches or something like that. I think that would have been a great addition, but I didn't necessarily want it to look like her outfit like was falling apart or was old. I wanted it to look like it had been like lovingly pieced together. Not that something can't be, lovingly pieced together and have patches on it, but for this particular vision, I wanted her to look like she was wearing some kind of like princess dress that was patched together piece by piece, I guess. And I felt the patches might distract from that and make her look more peasant-like, almost. Which I was already kind of fighting against in the concept because of, like, the patchwork nature of her gown, I guess. I actually struggled with where I wanted to place her wings because I didn't want them to disrupt kind of the silhouette of her like holding up that butterfly, and I didn't want it to go against the flow of the image. So you'll see they're kind of off to the side there, and they do kind of disrupt that butterfly from standing out, but what are you gonna do? And then I decided I needed to add those mice to this illustration. So here I am sketching in one of them. I ended up adding two. I think they're really cute. I've been experimenting with how I draw mice because they're a lot of fun. I like adding animals to my illustration. I haven't really like branched out and experimented with which ones I like to draw in addition to like mice, rats, and guinea pigs. I do actually have a thread going on Twitter where I keep adding animals I want to draw in my future illustrations, and on there I've got like chipmunks, rabbits, I think I have bats, hedgehogs, raccoons all on there. So I'm working on it, but mice are just very easy to slip into a fairy illustration without like forcing me to change the scale of the fairies that I tend to draw. Like normally my fairies are pretty small, and if I were to add a raccoon to an illustration, I feel like it would just overpower it a little bit, like it'd be too big. We are interrupting this regularly scheduled program to tell you to go check out my Etsy shop. Since fairies have overtaken my sketchbook and my life, my shop has become the ultimate fairy lover's dream. With products ranging from stickers, pins, and prints to original paintings, I've got it all. All of my stickers are printed on waterproof vinyl, and my prints are on high-quality, durable, matte photo paper. So if you're watching this video, there's probably a fairy that's perfect for you. Whether you're looking for stickers, prints, paintings, or pins, head to www.etsy.com/shop/mizuki-art-studio. Thank you for listening to that short promo. Now for this third illustration, I really lost the flow here. I wanted it to have like kind of a different composition. I haven't actually done anything with this sketch. This is the only one of the three that I haven't turned into a full painting yet. But in addition to losing the flow in my work, I also just wasn't drawing well anymore. Like I was getting tired. I filmed all three of these in the same day, and I was like, I don't want to sketch anymore. I want to work on something else. I want to do liner. I want to do painting, whatever. So I pretty much rushed this one. I decided I would want to create an illustration with a fairy that's like off to the side. And maybe she's walking towards an animal, so there she is, eyes closed, holding up her skirt, kind of walking towards something. And when I eventually like collage these illustrations, I'm going to like cut her out and place her at the side of the paper like she is right now. And the background will likely have like some arch kind of effect to it. Like I think I'll have like bushes coming in from the other side and kind of rounding out or balancing the composition. And then you'll see I drew a little rabbit. It's kind of creepy, the version that I left in this video at least. I'll fix it later, but if I end up working with this sketch, that is. But basically, if I do fix this sketch and turn it into something, I will have to probably redraw the rabbit entirely because he is so creepy. But anyway, I had a very different vision for this illustration that just didn't really work as a third sketch for this video. I was getting tired. And it's not like there wasn't potential for it to be something better moving forward, but right now it is pretty horrifying. And I did try to draw a second rabbit, and he's pretty underwhelming. I don't hate him, but he's just not it either. I was really struggling, guys. I don't know what it is about rabbits. I keep drawing them, and you know, most of the time I'm pretty happy with them, but these two rabbits I am very distinctly unhappy with. And I drew more of the same type of flower that I drew in my other illustration or sketch from this video, along with some mushrooms. And I tried to fix the rabbit, and really he just looks like he's out to get me now. I'm not really sure what to do about that, but anyways, real quick before I end this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my Ko-fi supporters. So thank you so much to Ashley, Savvy, and Tiffany. Your guys' support means the world to me. Thank you so much. It allows me to keep making videos just like this one. And if you would like to join my Ko-fi page, there will be a link in the description box below for all these benefits and so much more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me sketch. It was pretty relaxing for the most part, except for the rabbit, who's definitely like looking a little possessed. But anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!